Hello everyone. Now let us start with the next point called as laws of Boolean algebra. अब last lecture में हमने देखा था what is meant by Boolean algebra. Then we have discussed about Boolean axioms oblique postulates. Now let us see about laws of Boolean algebra. So we'll start with the first law that is called as AND law. Let us write this one. Let's suppose we have a variable as a. If I multiply with 0, that means any variable if it is multiplied with 0, we'll get the result as 0. Second, if I multiply any variable with 1, we'll get the same variable as a. A into 1 will be a. Third, if I multiply the same variable, that is a into a, it will be equal to a. Fourth one, if I multiply a with a bar, it could be equal to 0. So these are the four AND laws that we will be using repeatedly. A into 0, 0, a into 1, a into a into a bar, 0. Now let us prove some of them which are most important. We'll take this one because the first one is quite easy. Whenever I multiply any variable with 0, we'll get 0. So for this one, I'm writing second one, a into a, 1 is equal to a. So for that case, if I take LHS is a into 1. Now we have two possibilities of a. A can be 0 or a can be 1. So if I put a is equal to 0 in this equation, we'll get 0 into 1 will be 0. Okay, हमने a consider किया था 0, we are getting the result as 0. Similarly, if I take a is equal to 1, okay, now put this value in this equation, we'll get 1 into 1 is equal to 1. Again, if you see, we have considered 1, we are getting 1. That means whatever the value of a is there, it will be replicated as a. So a into 1 will be a. Now we'll go for third AND law, that is a into a. So I'm writing it here, a into a, it will be equal to a. So for this also, let us start with taking the left hand side, which is a multiplied by a. Now two combinations. सबसे पहले लिखेंगे a 0. So when I put a 0 in this equation, we will be getting the value 0 into 0 is equal to 0. See it here, we have considered a 0, we are getting the result as 0. If I consider a as 1, we will get 1 into 1 as 1. So again we have considered 1, we are getting 1. So a into a, it will be equal to a. जो भी value होगा वो हो जाएगा a के लिए. Lastly, we will go for this one, fourth one. Here I will write fourth, a into a bar is equal to 0. Let us take the LHS, which is a multiplied by a bar. Now we'll put the first value a 0. We'll get this equal to 0 into 0's complement. Now 0 का complement 1 होता है, so we'll get 0 into 1, which is nothing but 0. Fine. Next, if we consider a as 1, we'll put this here, 1 into 1 complement. 1 into 1 complement will be 0. So again 1 multiplied by 0 will be 0. Now see, in both the cases, when I assumed 0, we are getting 0. When I assumed 1, we are getting 0. That means irrespective of value of a, whether it is 0 or 1, fixed output आ जाएगा 0. Therefore a into a bar becomes equal to 0. So this is called as AND law. Important. A into 0 0, a into 1 a into a into a bar will be equal to 0. Now let us go for the counterpart as OR laws. Same terms I am taking it here. A plus 0, it will be equal to a. Fine. Second, a plus 1, it will be equal to 1. Third, a plus a, it will be equal to a. And the fourth one, a plus a bar, it will be equal to 1. Now again we'll see its proof also. Let us start with the first, as this one, a plus 0 is equal to a. So we'll write it here, a plus 0 is equal to a. This we have to prove. Now to prove this, I will take again the same term, LHS a plus 0. Now again we have two possibilities when a is equal to 0. Now we'll put a0 in this equation. We'll get 0 plus 0 is equal to 0. So 0 के लिए आ जाएगा 0. Fine. Let a is equal to 1. We'll get 1 plus 0 is equal to 1. अब देखिए हमने a0 एज्यूम किया था तो रिजल्ट आ जाएगा 0. a1 एज्यूम किया तो रिजल्ट आ जाएगा 1. दैट मीन्स वट एवर द वैल्यूज ऑफ a आर देयर it will be our result. So a plus 0 will be a. This is the first. Second, a plus 1 is equal to 1. That means if I add 1 with anything, our result will be 1. Now let us see. LHS is given as a plus 1. Again, two possibilities. a0. We'll put it here. a0. We'll be getting 0 plus 1 as 1. Correct. And when a is 1, result will be 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. अब देखिए हमने 0 एज्यूम किया था, रिजल्ट 1. वे एज्यूम किया था 1, result is 1. That means in both the cases our result is 1. So if I add 1 with anything, result will be 1. This is the most useful theorem. If we add 1 with any number of variables, the result will be 1. Useful theorem. Now third theorem, as a plus a is equal to a. That means when I add the same variable, the result will be the original variable. चलिए LHS will take a plus a. Now two possibilities again. First, a0. If I put 0 here, 0 plus 0 will be 0. देखिए 0 consider किया था, we are getting 0. Counterpart. Let's take a as 1. 1 plus 1 will be 1. So देखिए हमने 0 एज्यूम किया था, we are getting result 0. 1 एज्यूम किया, रिजल्ट आ जाएगा 1. यानी कि a plus a will be equal to a. Another useful. Lastly, a into a bar is equal to, a plus a bar is equal to 1. We'll go for it. Let's start with taking the LHS term. A plus a bar. Assume those values. First, a0. We'll get 0 plus 0 complement. 0 plus 0's complement will be 1. And 0 plus 1 will be 1. Similarly, a1, if we consider, we'll get 1 plus 1 complement. It will be 1 plus 1 complement 0. And we know that 1 plus 0 will be 1. Now see it here. In both the cases, even if a0 we are getting 1 and if a1 we are getting 1. यानी कि दोनों भी केसेस में रिजल्ट आ रहा है फिक्स्ड 1. Therefore a plus a bar will be 1. So this is about the second category of our OR laws. I hope you are getting it. Yes, this is about AND law, this is about OR law. Now let us move on to the next one, that is for NOT law. Now the next category we have called as NOT law, or we can call it as complementary law also. It is also called as complementary law. So let us start with the first rule. 0's complement 1. We all know that 1 complement will be 0. Third, a complements complement. You can see it here. A complements complement will be equal to a. How it is possible? So this complement and this complement will cancel each other and we'll get the same variable as a. अगर आपको प्रूव करना है तो we can write, let's suppose LHS as I'm writing a bar bar. First value will take a0. We'll get 0's complement complement. Now we'll write 0's complement will be 1 and this complement as it is. अब 1 का complement आ जाएगा 0. So originally हमने consider किया था 0, we are getting 0. Counterpart, हम assume करते हैं a is equal to 1. We will get 1 complement complement. 1 का complement 0, 0 का complement 1. यानी कि 1 कंसिडर किया था, वी आर गेटिंग 1, 0 कंसिडर किया था, वी आर गेटिंग 0. So A complement will be equal to A. This is called as complementary law, or we can simply call this as the not law. Now the next useful law is called as commutative law. What is it? What is it for commutative law? Let's suppose we have two variables a b, so I'm writing it here. Number one law, a into b can be written as b into a. That means simply we are interchanging the position of variable, but it is going to be the same, result will be same. Second, I can take a plus b as b plus a. So this term is called as the commutative law. Fifth law is called as associative law. Now how can you define associative law? Let's suppose we have a group of variables, that is more than one variable. So if I take the first law as a plus b in first bracket plus c, I can write the same as a plus another bracket b plus c. So regrouping of the same variable, it could be the same result. Similarly, if I write it in terms of multiplication as a into b in first bracket multiplied by c, so it will be equal to a into b multiplied with c. This is called as the associative law. Sixth law is called as distributive law. We'll write distributive law as, if I write a into b plus c, it will be equal to, just bracket solve, a into b plus a into c. This is called as our distributive law. Associative law, commutative law, they are quite easier terms as we can write. So this is called as our distributive law. Now the next and the foremost important law is called as redundant literal rule. It is nothing but to reduce one variable from the given expression, which we call it as the redundant literal rule. Now how can we write this one? Let's suppose we have that expression as a plus a bar into b. I'm writing it here, a plus a bar into b. It will be equal to a plus b. Can you write this? A plus a bar b is equal to a plus b. अब देखिए LHS में we are having two variables as a b with another product term as a bar, लेकिन RHS में हमें only two variables मिल रहे हैं a plus b. That means one variable, one product term is being reduced. That is why it is called as the redundant literal rule. अब इसको हम प्रूव करेंगे that LHS is equal to RHS. For that case, we'll go and check with the truth table. So I'll be writing the input terms as a, b. These are the two input terms. Then we'll go across LHS. उसके लिए अब सबसे पहले हम लिखेंगे a bar b. This is it, a bar b. एंड फाइनली हम ऐड करेंगे a को a bar b के साथ. ये हो जाएगा ट्रूथ टेबल LHS का. अब वी आर हैविंग टू वेरिएबल्स a b. So the combination 0 0 0 1 1 0 and it will be 1 1. So let us go for a bar into b का क्या रिजल्ट आएगा. अब देखिए यहाँ पर a का वैल्यू 0 है, सो 0 का कॉम्प्लीमेंट 1 इंटू 0 विल गेट 0. नेक्स्ट 0 1 कॉम्बिनेशन के लिए अब देखिए अगेन a का वैल्यू 0 है, 0 का कॉम्प्लीमेंट 1 इंटू 1 विल गेट 1. इन थर्ड केस a 1 है, यहाँ पर मैं लिखूँगा a 1 यानी कि a बार b में 1 कॉम्प्लीमेंट मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 0. अब हम सब जानते हैं एनीथिंग मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 0 रिजल्ट तो 0 आ जाएगा. सो दिस इज 0. इन लास्ट केस 1 1 विल राइट 1 कॉम्प्लीमेंट मल्टीप्लाइड बाई 1. 1 का कॉम्प्लीमेंट है 0 इंटू 1 इट विल बी 0. विल गेट 0 1 0 0 a बार b. विल गो फॉर दिस वन a प्लस a बार इंटू b. Now let us add them. First term a plus a bar b यानी कि हमें a और a bar b को ऐड करना है. 0 plus 0 will get 0. Next 0 plus 1 will get 1. Next combination 1 0 1 and in last combination 1 0 1 यानी कि एडिशन फर्स्ट कॉलम एंड थर्ड कॉलम का एडिशन आ जाएगा 0 1 1 1. ये आ गया LHS के लिए. Now we'll go for RHS. RHS is given as what? a plus b. देखिए again we'll write a plus b, sorry, I will be writing here, we'll write a b और यहाँ पर हम लिखेंगे a plus b. Now again we have two inputs a b, so for combination अगर आपने ये ट्रुथ टेबल किस तरह से लिखना है ये देखना है तो आप प्रीवियस लेक्चर में आप जाके देख सकते हैं. लेट अस ऐड देम 0 plus 0 0 0 plus 1 1 1 plus 0 1 and 1 plus 1 will be 1. Now see it here, a plus a bar b का रिजल्ट आया था 0 ट्रिपल 1 और a plus b का भी आया है 0 1 1 1. दैट मीन्स वी कैन राइट a plus a bar b is equal to a plus b. So this is called as redundant literal rule. Remember this thing, this particular rule is most widely used in case of minimization of any expression. किस तरह से हम इसको याद रखेंगे, देखिए फर्स्ट वेरिएबल एज इट इज़ लिया है एंड एडेड विथ सेकंड वेरिएबल, यानी कि जो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री टर्म था वो रिड्यूस हो गए. अब देखिए अगर यहाँ पर हम एक्सप्रेशन को कुछ इस तरह से लिखेंगे बी बार प्लस बी सी. अब देखिए फर्स्ट वेरिएबल क्या है बी बार, उसको एज इट इज़ कॉपी करना है, सो विल राइट बी प्लस सेकंड वेरिएबल है c, so it will be b plus c. So in this way we can use this as a redundant literal rule. So my dear students, this is all about the laws of Boolean algebra. I hope you just understood this concept. In next lecture we'll be seeing about how to reduce or how to minimize the given expression. Thank you.